and welcome to Uncommonly Good MTG. I am your host, Dr. Yukon Suckit, coming to you from my secret underground headquarters located someplace just slightly north of the Tropic of Cancer. So today I'm bringing to you a deck that is currently referred to as Mono Black Midrange. Usually we like to play like a Mono Black Aggro or Mono Black Control, but this is Mono Black Midrange, which means we're going to grow it up and just sort of grow and become a powerful force all on its own, not really focusing on much more. We're not looking to really kill their stuff as much. We're not looking to force them to discard. We're just going to get our power and just beat in. But let's see what that means as far as this deck is concerned. So we've got on the low end, we start off with the Dockside Chef, who's an enchantment creature. And it costs 1, you get a 1/2, and sacrifice an artifact or creature, you get to draw a card. And we got some guys to sacrifice, the Eyetwitch, which when he dies, you get to learn, and on the sidebar, we'll take a look at that stuff later, is the stuff you get to learn. Shambling Ghast, which when it dies, you can either put a -1/-1 on something until the end of the turn, or you can create a treasure token. So these are good guys to sacrifice to the Dockside Chef, so that way you get to either learn or get a treasure token as well as drawing a card, maybe causing a little bit of damage along the way. We got Check for Traps, which you get to look at their hand, and you find a non-land card from it, and you exile it. And if it was an instant card or a card with flash, they lose a life. Otherwise, you're going to lose a life. So that'll just help you to kind of be aware of what's going on and maybe get rid of something that you're not going to care for. Deadly Dispute also helps you to sacrifice your creatures or an artifact. If we create treasures, you can do that. In which case, then you can draw 2 cards and create treasure, aka this is Black Ramp. All of this is very cheap. It's all black. It's what you do. We got Hunt for Specimens. So this creates a pest, which is a 1/1 black and green token. And when it dies, you gain a life. This is somebody else that's great to sacrifice. And you get to learn from this one as well. The Meathook Massacre will clear the board up to a certain level, whatever you can pump into it. Otherwise, you got it down to whenever you lose a creature, your opponent loses a life. Whenever they lose a creature, you gain a life. So if you got a bunch of little dudes out and you want to kill them all, then this is a great place to do it. We got Soul Transfer, which you either exile target creature or planeswalker, or you return a target creature or planeswalker from your graveyard to your hand. You could do both for that same cost if you have both an enchantment and an artifact in play. I'm looking for artifacts. I do not see one, so yeah, you're not going to be able to do it both at the same time. We have the Gelatinous Cube, which I love the Gelatinous Cube. I feel like he should be better somehow. But anyways, when he comes into play, he's costs 4 to put him out. He's a 4/3, but you exile a target non-ooze creature, and he just kind of gets sucked into this thing. You sort of hold on to it, and then you could pay that creature's mana cost +1, and to exile it back to to put it in the owner's graveyard. So basically, you're destroying it. So anyways, that way if he gets killed, they don't get their guy back, but it would be in their graveyard, which means that they'll be able to reanimate it or something. Here's Sorin the Mirthless, and you could pay -2 to make him pump out some 2/3 lifelinky flying black vampire babies. Other than that, he basically looks through the library, and if you like what you see, you pay for it with your life. Eventually, if you can get up to 7, then he'll deal 13 points of damage to any target, and you'll gain 13 life. I've never seen that happen. See, we got Lolth here, and Lolth loves it when people are dying. She gets more and more awesome. And you -3, you could pump out a couple of spiders, and those things have menace and reach, so they're great little blockers. Other than that, she'll help you get a card for a life. Not quite as bad as Sorin. Let's see, Westgate Regent. This guy is awesome. I love this guy because he's got flying, he's got ward. It's only discard a card though, but still ward. I think he's way better in a discard deck because of that. And he's a 4/4, but then whenever he deals combat damage to a player, you put that much damage in 1/1 counters on this guy. So if you hit him for 4, he becomes an 8/8. The next turn he becomes a 16. That's after the damage is dealt, of course, but still, he just balloons out of control if they don't have a solution for him. We have Invoke Despair, which has really become one of Black's best control cards at the moment. You know, you just cast it on somebody. They have to give up a creature, a enchantment, and a planeswalker, and for every one of those that they don't have, then they have to take 2 life, and you draw a card. So it's just great all around. If you're playing mono black, this card should definitely be in your deck. We got Blood on the Snow, which costs 6, but it's got a lot of advantages to it. You get to choose what you're going to do: destroy all creatures or destroy all planeswalkers. And then with the amount of snow mana you paid to cast this spell, you get to bring back a creature or a planeswalker that's less than it. And that would be, I think, everything else in here. Because this is going to be 6, which means you play all 6, snow mana for it. You'd be able to bring back Lolth or Sorin, Gelatinous Cube, whatever you got in the graveyard, you'd be able to do it. So this is not snow, but you got 20 snow black lands right there. That's all going to do it. You got, what is that, just one of the Hive of the Eye Tyrant, so just 1-man land to get you out of a pinch, supposedly. But so this is mono black mid-range, not a bunch of control. So you got Blood on the Snow, and vaguely you got the Meathook Massacre. I guess Gelatinous Cube, and then Invoke Despair, sorta. So I guess it's really hard to play black without playing control to a certain degree. But this was labeled as a mid-range deck, so let's check it out. Let's see how well it works. All right, we're playing against Andy. It's kind of weird when we run across somebody's actual name, or a name that's like an actual name. Andy. All right, we got some ramp. Let's keep it going. Shambling Ghast. That is probably the most boring first turn black play of all times right there. Let's go check for some traps. Let's see what we were playing against here. My guess is mono green. Probably got Blizzard Brawl and stuff in there. Yep. Alright, what are we getting rid of here? 2 Blizzard Brawls, that sucks. Do I care about that? So this guy's going to be our real problem. Let's just get rid of it. I took a point of damage for that. Don't care. The problem with mono green is that he's just going to be playing a lot of creatures. Invoke Despair will kill 1. Alright, so we've got 3 at this point. So that's not going to help. Dockside Chef. I'll wait on that. Let's just go in for the attack. See if he'll block it, which he's stupid if he does. Yeah, that's fine. We'll put out Dockside Chef. And be done here. Your time was short, Dockside Chef, but you were my favorite by far. All right, 4. We can wipe some stuff out here. I'll go in for the attack. I can take a hit. That'll be fine. I'm going to go ahead and Deadly Dispute. Sack it. Mark it with a B. Take the treasure. Draw a couple cards. Yeah, I'm not paying Sorin right off the bat. In turn. My intention is I'm going to Meathook Massacre. I'm hoping he'll put something out that I can massacre. At this point, I can kill anything that has a toughness up to 4. Alright, here we go. I hope you are despairing, Andy. Well, that's a lot of land. Jugband Jones. Oh, do I really care? Nope, auto pay. I got plenty of mana. I don't need to worry about things too much. Here we go again. Invoking Despair. Suck it, Andy! Suck it! And we're playing against DerAnfanger. DerAnfanger. I have no idea what that means. DerAnfanger. It sounds German. Alright, we got 2 mana. We'll probably get some treasures out of these guys. We'll keep it. We'll keep it. Number 1 will play for the... Come on, man. It's like I don't know how to use a mouse or something, right? Alright, let's see. We got there were 2. And we're going to have to outrace that thing. Let's go ahead and do a check for traps, though. What are we getting rid of? Okay, we're just playing against this jerk. Let's get rid of that. No attacks. Yeah, he's just going to crazy town. He's got that protection up there with green, which thinks he can do pretty much anything. No block. Do I care? Yeah, let's block. I could use a treasure, I think. Alright, so here is 4. He's still going to try to protect it. And I can't get through it because of that thing he's got up there. Let's see, what can I do? We can go 1. And 2. And we're done. I'm hoping we can get him to mana out. He's still got it. He thinks he's going to just maintain it. See, it's not going to do us any good. No blocks. I got to burn through it, I guess. There we go. Burn. Here comes the protection. You've been targeted already. And, all attack. We'll go for the kill. Okay, but at least I can take out the Kami on my next turn. Oh, I gotta still have my own cube to do it. And here we go. Oh, is that what those things are up there? Well, that sucks. Alright, we got him down to 20. Really, what can you do against this deck, really? I think he does have an awful lot of protection in it. Which is kind of surprising. Because those are protections without being enchantments, which doesn't help him out at all. Apparently didn't need it. And we're playing against JWells. Howdy do, Jay. 3 mana. And a whole lot of stuff we can't cast, but we'll build up to it. I'm sure it'll be fine. Shambling Ghast, which will probably kill for a treasure. Which means eventually we'll have 5. No attacks. Gotta defend against that intrepid adversary. I was going to say, if I Meathook now, what's that going to do for us? It'll blow away the other 2 things that are there. Let's just keep going. It'll kill my guy and his guy, but leave the Righteous Valkyrie. Eek. Can't do much about the 8s. What am I here? 4. So we shall snag Senio Blasto butt there. If I just let it through. Kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it. Excellent. Wow, I can't believe you wasted that on that. Oh, it exiled. Oh, dang it all the heck. Alright, well anyways, here we go. Yeah, I gotta take control of the system, or the situation, quickly. So I'll have 6 on my next turn here. Ugh! Alright, here comes blood on the snow! All creatures are dead. And I get back my cube. Okay, that seems dumb. Alright. Whatever. What am I going to do? Let's put out Lolth. Spiders! Get out of Twitch. Here we go. Let's go in for, let's see what I'm going to kill. Let's just send in the spider. Let's draw a card. Like I need to lose a life though. Alright. Let's send in spiders. You can't block any of them, my friend. Westgate Regent. And we'll be done for the moment. I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna go with the bat here because I have a feeling it's a trap. Yeah, let's play that. Did I go too quickly or something? Okay, good. I was gonna say. All right, so do I care about what he's got there? Not particularly. Let's just go in for the attack with everything I got. Eight up. And I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that guy. We'll put out, I guess I can't put out a Field of Rune. All right, there we go. I got a cube back. And I don't necessarily want to draw a card. I don't have enough life for that crap. Don't wipe out the board. Don't wipe out the board. Here we go. He doesn't have any creatures I'm really worried. I feel them doesn't ruin anything by doing that. It's totally cool. Let us go in for the attack. I'm not really expecting to be all that hasty. 16. And we're good. Perfect! All right, there we go. Victory! All right, so this is Mono Black Midrange. And I gotta say, it, okay, so according to AetherHub, which I think is where I got this from, that this deck is rolling right now at around a 67% win rate, which is 2 out of 3, and we just did the same thing. And this deck did perform very well. I just got to say that I kind of felt like I was pooping my pants without all of the control that I'm used to. Like, I'm used to being able to blow a lot more creatures out of the water with so much more creature kill than what this deck packs. Instead, this deck is like, hey, look, I'm going to put out a bunch of creatures. You're going to love it. Westgate Regent, God, he's so good. I'm glad that they didn't kill him because that's what won this deck for us. Let's take a look at him again here. Westgate Regent. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, put that many +1/+1 counters on it. And he's flying, and he's a 4/4, and he's got a little bit of ward there. Like I said, he's way better in a discard deck because then they're running really low on cards. And so they'd have to have at least 2 cards to be able to go after him. But yeah, I love this guy. Just usually don't see him played that much, probably because he's just, he's a target essentially, and people are usually playing removal of their own. We didn't get to use Meathook Massacre because we were actually fielding our own creatures. Blood on the Snow, we only used it once, and we brought back a Gelatinous Cube. I kind of felt dirty playing all these Shambling Ghasts and Deckside Chefs and the Eyetwitches. It's just so cliche for black, but on the other hand, it was the early game, and they did things that they did. So, let's see, what did we like? Lolth, she didn't get killed, and she put out some spiders, and the spiders stuck around. Just all of the creatures we had didn't die. Invoke Despair was so good, so good. So, yeah, to me, the big 3 was Gelatinous Cube, Westgate Regent, and Invoke Despair. They made this deck so fun, and it gave you a lot of control over what was going on. Yeah, so other than that, it's a lot of cards you've already seen. It's a weird mix, and like I said, it feels like you're operating without a safety net. But if you got the strength, and they're not busting your chops otherwise, it is a great deck, and it had a nice punch to it, and it was a lot of fun. So do I think this thing is uber competitive? It's doing very well right now in the meta. So I'd say you could probably take it pretty far. And it just seems like, for me, that while it had the advantage, it could hold the advantage and just punch through, and people really couldn't do much about it. But if you get behind the ball, like from bad card draws, somebody just totally like ramping up at the stupid, the stupid S tier enchantment decks that are flowing around right now, what can you do about those? Nothing. But it's hard to keep up sometimes. But just can't get myself to play the same stupid S tier deck constantly. What's the point? So anyways, if you play this deck, I hope you have as much fun with it as I did. Hey, that's it for now. Thank you very much for watching. I would really appreciate it if you could like or subscribe to this video because it helps me out a lot. I just want to remind you that you've made this day a special day just by being you. There is no person in the whole world like you, and I like you just the way you are. I hope to see you back here tomorrow, folks. Thanks a lot, and see you later. Bye-bye.